But as soon as some motherfucker come through and check, nah, y'all couldn't recognize, y'all couldn't see the power that we have. We speak words into existence and let that shit in our mind and the matter create something more magnificent. Yo, something more magnificent. Yo, I'm just gonna hit this blunt on this real terrific.
So, what are your names?
My name is Ernie Serrano.
Natalia Serrano.
We're here today to seek justice for my nephew and to put a stop to police brutality and to help heal not just our community but all the families that have been affected by police brutality. All the mothers who've lost a son by killer cops. This was where my nephew's life was taken 2 months ago today, on December 15th, 2020.
Ernie was trying to buy some cookies, and this random security guard walked in and, had this ego trip, and he thought that he was this big authority figure, and then he started to mess with my cousin at first, and then Stater Brothers called the police, and there were some Stater Brothers and police that were trying to hold my cousin down too, and trying to detain him in a way. And then once the police got there, they just started beating him, and beating him with the baton. They tasered him, they held him down, they put a spit mask on his face, and to this point you can see already in the video his face was bleeding, and towards the end, so what I saw happen was that the police officer were holding him down on the register, on the conveyor belt, and pushing against him, putting all their force on his body, and he's laying face down, his face like that, and they pull both of his arms up, and you hear a crack, and so they broke his arms, and and then you start to notice my cousin loses consciousness, and he died from positional asphyxiation. So they basically suffocated him to death. My cousin was tortured for, I don't even, how long was that? It was 30 minutes.
It was a long time.
It was, and the police knew that he wasn't breathing anymore, but they acted stupid and they took their time. When they finally realized that he wasn't breathing anymore, that's when, they tried to revive him, and they couldn't, because obviously they did it too late. So, it's a very big injustice what happens to my cousin.
But this is what cops do. We call them out to come in and serve and protect us and our family, and they do the opposite of that. They kill our family members, and they should be trained on how to handle anybody who's erratic for whatever reason, whether they're high on whatever drug, whether they're drunk, if they have some type of mental illness, handling even domestic violence, handling any type of situation. They are not trained to do this, and they're taking advantage of this situation where they're just blatantly killing off our family and our loved ones, and this is wrong. We need to put a stop to this, and this is why we're here today, because we need to fight for justice, and we will get justice for Ernie Serrano and for everybody else, all the other individuals like Ernie Serrano, because bottom line, we are Ernie Serrano. This could happen to any of us, and people are just standing by allowing this to happen, and we need to stop. People need to be aware of what this is doing to our communities, what this is doing to our families. This is wrong, and we need justice for Ernie.
What does justice look like for you?
I don't think there's just one form of justice for us at this point. Justice for me would be not just charging the officers involved, but making sure that they serve jail time, making sure that they lose their badges, making sure that Chad Bianco is no longer in control of Riverside County, shutting down Stater Brothers, taking it further as far as even making sure that officers or anybody in law enforcement is rightfully trained on how to handle any situation, because it's obvious that they're not. And you know, completely defunding the cops. If this is what serve and protect looks like, then we shouldn't have this crap. Then we need to do away with police altogether. If this is what serve and protect looks like to them, because this is not what it looks like to me. And healing, you know, the second part to that, all that is just legal terms, the legal aspect of it. The second part to it, which is the major part, is the healing process, is having families heal from the loss of their loved ones, seeing their loved ones on video, that's being exposed to everybody in the world, seeing their loved one just die before everybody's eyes. That's traumatizing. And for these mothers that have witnessed this happening to their children, I can't even imagine what they must feel like. If this has traumatized me and caused so much pain, seeing my oldest nephew get killed this way, I can't even imagine as a mother what this is like for them. And you know, the second part again is the healing aspect.
Yeah, I mean, I do believe that justice is, I mean, you know, when you think about justice, it's a lot deeper than just surface level. I feel like it's hard to understand what justice is to a certain point, because there has really never been any justice. Not only for the people whose lives have been taken or affected from police brutality, but also just the injustice that this country relies on, because it's all injustice. The fact that my ancestors were killed and raped and tortured, and there's a genocide that happened. That, you know, injustice has a very deep root, and you know, it's hard to really pinpoint what justice is. Like I said before, because we don't know what it is, because there has never really been justice if you think about it. So, you know, I think this whole process is teaching us what needs to be done, and just is very eye-opening to bigger problems and the root of it all.
So today, to mark the 2-month anniversary, and this is something we're going to continue doing until we have to, until we have found justice for my nephew, we've been here since 11:30 last night, technically Sunday, February 14th, Valentine's Day, setting up, and in the morning we said a prayer and had a small passed out medicine and prayed. And throughout the day we just shared memories about Ernie. We played his music, we set up our altar here with flowers and candles and pictures of Ernie. And throughout the day we broke bread together. We made connections with people from the community that came out to support us and give their condolences and their love and support. And towards the end here, we had a small healing circle to just talk about Ernie, read some poetry. My nephew was a poet, and so we shared some of his poetry and shared stories about him, and you know, started the healing process that our family so desperately needs at this time, with, of course, the support of community. And we have maybe less than 2 hours left for our 24-hour overnight vigil. And like I said, this is something we're going to continue doing, rain or shine, no matter what happens, bad knee or not, wind or cold, it's not going to stop us. We're going to be out here every 15th of the month to bring awareness and to continue this fight. It was a
And
long fight.
and is everyone invited to that?
Yes,
So
yes.
you want people to come?
Oh yes, everybody except the cops. Please, police officers do not show up. Ernie was one of the funniest, most talented, most really down-to-earth person I have ever met in my life. And I mean, there's so many words I could use to describe him, but like I had said earlier, nobody will ever be Ernie. There was just something about him that made him so personable and made him likable. And people connected to him. And I mean, like, man, there was so much. He loved poetry, he loved rapping, he loved food, he loved to make people laugh, he liked to joke around, he loved his family, he loved all of us. I mean, there's so many more things to say about Ernie. You want to say something about your cousin?
He was a very incredible human being. And yeah, there's, like, basically noted, there's never going to be any person like him. He had such a contagious laugh, and just, like, the person he was, is, like, he was very loving towards us. And, he was very compassionate, and he could feel your feelings too. So,
Is there anything else you two wanted to say?
We want people to just continue sharing the videos, as gruesome as they are. I haven't been able to watch all of them, but please continue sharing, continue coming to our events, joining us, supporting us in any way that you can. Yeah, just thank you for everybody who has been here for us. We, from our bottom of our hearts, we truly appreciate it. Thank you.
Is there anything you two need?
We have each other, and that's the most important thing.